This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 189. My name's Adam Patterson. With me today, got Kevin Rakestraw with us. How you doing there, Kevin?
Doing pretty good.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Angry.
Oh no.
Ryan's having some internet issues this evening, so hopefully we'll get this recorded. And now, you're just getting back from your Disney vacation. How was that?
It was pretty fun.
It looked pretty fun, considering the plethora of photos you were posting on Facebook.
Yeah.
It was non-stop.
Non-stop. Like my feed is just Ryan Holes.
I'm that Instagram person.
You are now an Instagram person? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, great. I loved my particular favorite were the food pictures. because they inevitably looked disgusting.
It was excellent.
I'm sure it was, but
especially the Cuban.
But it's just
big.
I don't know. It was just funny because normally on my feed has like these really crazy looking food pictures all over it, and then we have Ryan's where it's like smeared mashed potatoes on the side of the plate, and it's like, okay.
I enjoy it.
That's good. So, what movie did we have you watch this week?
For your height only.
For your height only.
What?
I picked this in honor of Spectre coming out this week.
Oh, okay. Now I know what we're talking about here.
Yeah, I think you know the one. So this is from 1981. This is directed by Eddie Neikart. I have a synopsis here. Mr. Giant has kidnapped the brilliant Dr. Van Kohler and is planning to use the doctor's invention, the N-bomb, to hold the world hostage. The only one who can foil Mr. Giant's evil scheme is Agent 00, a 3-foot-tall Filipino martial arts master, expert marksman, top-class romancer, and all-around super spy. Can Agent 00 rescue Dr. Kohler before it's too late? So, Ryan, can he do it?
He mans or tries. There's a lot of holes in the story. So some of what I say might not make sense because the story is not well written at all.
I should mention real quick that this stars Weng Weng.
It's not translated correctly. Or is it in a different language? Or is the audio just out of sync and bad?
It's dubbed, I think. It's dubbed very
Oh,
poorly.
Terrible.
Yeah. Yes, it's very poorly dubbed.
Basically, there's a little guy named 00, and he's a super secret top agent, and he's trying to foil this guy named Mr. Giant, is also a little guy. And the N-bomb thing, they don't really explain throughout the movie what that will do at all. So I'm not really sure why all this is happening, but I do know that it made me laugh quite a bit. Again, the movie is terrible, but it's a funny kind of terrible.
Okay, so what'd you think of this overall?
It was it was awful.
Aww.
What I was trying to say was good, but it wasn't good at all. It was just funny.
So it's one of those so bad it's good type deals, at least? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah? At least got that going for it.
However, I don't think I'll be watching it ever again. I
What?
think it was like a once and done thing.
Oh,
But
really?
I do have to say I enjoyed myself.
Now, are you interested in seeing more of Weng Weng?
Kind of.
You want to see more Weng Weng?
Plot holes are cleared up, then yes.
Because he's been in several. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in The Impossible Kid, aka The Impossible Kid of Kung Fu. He was in The Best and the West. He was in The Cute, The Sexy, and The Tiny.
Oh God.
He was in The Wild Wild Wang.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm not making these up either. This is the funny part.
These all sound like porn names.
Yeah. Yeah. He was in The Quick Brown Fox.
That sounds like his art house entry.
Yeah. He was in also another movie called Agent 00, which I believe is
the one that kicked it off.
I don't know if that's a sequel to. I think that might be a sequel to Your Height Only.
Yeah, so that's what it says there. Wikipedia.
Now, we probably. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Weng Weng, but friend of the show, Andrew Leavehold, is a big fan of Weng Weng, so much so that he made a documentary about it called The Search for Weng Weng. So I would say, any of you listening, if you're interested to know more about this little guy, to check out that documentary. It's available, I think, on streaming platforms now. So just a quick plug.
The best thing, well, there's two. Best thing. Number one, he gets the help of a prostitute, and that leads to them hooking up, but it also leads to very cheesy lines. Like at one point, they get naked, they start having sex, and before they start, they're both dressed, and he just says straight up, "Do you want to have sex?" And she says, "Okay." And
Wait, do you see Weng Weng having sex?
no, it's
Is it like cut away or? Oh, okay.
I was wondering because one of the plot keywords on IMDb is kissing while having sex. It's very odd plot keyword to have.
Kissing
but
while having sex.
when he shoots an assault rifle, it blows him backwards.
So is he all those things that the synopsis said, Ryan? Is he a martial arts master, an expert marksman, a top class romancer?
Expert, I guess.
He does do a lot of little flippies.
Like he does.
He flips all and he like climbs up people and it's
And
ridiculous.
like he's in their peripheral view, but somehow they can't see him at all.
He like runs underneath people's legs and it's
At
ridiculous.
one point, I'm the prostitute in the hotel, and the prostitute goes to visit some guy who is a henchman, and they open the door, and this little guy just runs in and gets by. The guy kills him.
Oh, I love one of my favorite things about, I believe it's this one, is that there's a great like Weng Weng theme song
Yeah.
in this.
When he falls out of buildings, that is awesome fun.
Well, number one, you put an S on the end of that. He falls out of more than one building?
Oh, yeah.
Is that like his
He's
thing?
just flying out of buildings all over the
At
place.
one point, he's in a hotel room, probably 3 or 4 other feet in the air. Wow. It's pretty out. And he jumps out of the hotel window and uses an umbrella to go to the ground.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I remember that
but
scene.
it's clearly a dummy.
I love when it's clearly a dummy.
This guy was a bona fide star over there in the Philippines. There's another documentary called Machete Maidens Unleashed that's all about when American filmmakers like Roger Corman, when they would actually kind of outsource things and make all their movies over there in the Philippines, because at the time the film industry in the Philippines was exploding, and the labor was so cheap over there, and you could make these movies on a budget of basically zero,
Yeah.
and just churn them out like nobody's business. But if you check, that's a really good documentary, and that talks about Weng Weng also.
He also, when almost every kill he has, every gun kill he has,
Because he's an expert marksman.
Back to the ground and slides on the ground somehow. And
Oh, yeah.
it's funny.
So every time he uses a gun, the recoil just throws him across the room, or onto the ground, whatever. And even with that,
assault rifle.
but even with that, he's still an expert marksman.
He has a little gun,
He has,
in which he just like kicks up the wall and slides across the floor and shoots away sliding.
I have this vision of him just running and climbing all over people.
Yeah,
falling out of every single building that he goes into.
That's what it is.
Being thrown around from recoils.
It is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
For anybody listening, as you're listening to this, just do a YouTube search for Weng Weng and just watch it with the sound turned down, and just watch it as you're listening to this, so you can just get the visual of what this guy is doing, because it is so funny.
I have to do it myself.
Yes, I implore you to do it, because I believe it's the trailer for Your Height Only that shows a lot of this stuff that Ryan's mentioning, with the when he takes the umbrella and jumps off the roof, and the sliding around, and he like climbs up people and knocks them out, and it's ridiculous.
When he's fighting with the prostitute, they like work in tandem. He kick everyone's ass, and like she picks him up and like throws him at other people.
Oh yeah, she basically uses Weng Weng as a weapon, as a projectile.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, poor Weng Weng. That's what I was going to mention, and I forgot. The voice that they got, the American voice for him, if I remember correctly, did not match him at all.
No.
It like didn't sound like a little person. Somebody that's 3 feet tall.
I'm pretty sure it's a little kid's voice.
Oh my god, I just watched him use the remote control hat.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. There are gadgets. There are plenty of gadgets. So for you Bond fans that like your gadgets, Weng Weng's got them.
Pretty much how I describe this movie. It's a little guy, but he's James Bond, and he's Asian.
Yeah, he's just a tiny James. That's what they should have named the movies. Tiny James Bond.
They probably couldn't afford the right.
Yeah, probably.
I like how when he kicks people, it actually has an effect on that person that just got kicked, even though his legs are only like 6 inches long. Yeah. It'd be like getting hit with like a cornstalk.
Cornstalk.
That just, and not like someone like whipping a cornstalk at you. It's just like a cornstalk that just got caught in a gentle breeze and just kind of leaned onto you.
I like how when he's fighting people,
Oh, you just jumped out the building.
they like fall into him.
He was Weng Weng was the shortest actor to play a leading role in a movie. He's 2 feet 9 inches tall.
He knows how to rock some shades.
Yeah. Vern Troyer of the Austin Powers films, is an inch shorter, but has not played in a leading role to date.
Wow.
Which is crazy because
way ahead of us.
It's crazy though, because when you see Vern Troyer, he's really, really small, and when you see Weng Weng, he's proportioned like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his legs and arms are proportioned to his height.
Yeah.
He's
So
a midget, whereas
no. Okay, no. Midget is not the proper term, and even if you did want to use the word midget, he is not a midget.
That's what it says on Wikipedia.
I don't think that is. And I love. Okay,
It says he's a midget on Wikipedia.
It does say that. But yes, he is proportional. He's agile and everything.
It says the other guy's the bad guy's a dwarf.
I thought that midget was not the proper terminology.
No, it's not. I mean,
Okay.
It's Wikipedia.
Okay, well, I was just making sure.
And this movie was made in 1981.
I do love the fact, because I just saw the portion. I love, number one, this trailer that I'm watching has been going on forever. It's almost essentially just the highlight reel of the movie.
That's what I'm saying. It has everything.
This is pretty fantastic. They just cut out all the slow parts. But
all the story garbage. They just cut all that out.
He fights a couple guys with samurai swords, and what I love about that section of it is they fight Weng Weng as if he were a normal height person. They swing where his body would be, and it's just like, guys, come on! You can clearly tell that he's 3 feet tall. Come on, adjust accordingly.
Well, they're idiots. Apparently, they're incompetent. Filipino ninjas are incompetent.
Who knew?
Oh my god. Yeah. His real name's Ernesto de la Cruz. FYI.
Too.
But that's according to Wikipedia, so actually his real name's probably like Robert Sanchez or something.
Oh my.
All right. I guess we could talk about the director. Let me pull this up. The guy that did For Your Height Only did a bunch of Weng Weng stuff. Eddie Neikart. He did, and he was also an actor too. He was in a lot of these movies as well. He directed nothing that any of us would ever know. Agent 000. He did The Impossible Kid of Kung Fu. I really don't even need to mention any of these other ones. He did the cute, the sexy, and the tiny. He did one called Caliber 357. He did one called Takak Magnum.
I like the one called Burning Power.
Burning Power.
Kevin, did you see him shoot a gun yet?
Oh, I saw him shoot several guns and fall out of a number of buildings. So you were correct on that. And especially, I thoroughly enjoyed when he jumps out with the umbrella. It's fantastic.
Yeah. He did one called Jimbo. That's pretty much it for Eddie Neikart. He's no longer with us, nor is Weng Weng, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah. But I definitely recommend that documentary, either the documentaries that I mentioned, because they're both pretty interesting. Let's go ahead and give you a drum roll on this, Ryan. What do you give For Your Height Only?
I'll give it a 3.
All right. That's a 3 out of 10.
If you were just going based solely on entertainment and enjoyment, what would you give it?
Probably a 6 or a 7.
Wow.
Nice.
Dude, it's ridiculously fun.
Yeah, I gotta say that this is definitely one of those so bad it's good movies. I mean, you get your buddies together, you get some beers, and you just have a nonstop laugh party with Weng Weng.
Yes.
It's a great time. Now, what do you think of Spectre? Are you interested in checking out Spectre?
Watching me now that I've never seen a James Bond movie.
You never even saw any of the Daniel Craig ones?
Yeah. But this one I'm actually interested in.
Why this one over like the last one, which kind of looks the same?
All the trailer last night looks pretty awesome.
That's interesting. I don't understand how you can go without seeing a James Bond movie. It's like Kevin, you not seeing any of the Star Wars movies or Back to the Future movies. I just don't get how you can grow up not
There are
at
many
least seeing.
movies, like Mad Max. I never saw any of them, and I watched that one for you.
I get that though. I mean, Mad Max is not. Those are a little kind of out there. I mean, they're not movie watching staples. And with James Bond movies, I think that they definitely are. Just because there's so damn many of them. I think it's almost hard not to see a James Bond movie.
I did it until last year. Or not last year. When was that? When did Skyfall come out?
It was like 2 years ago or something.
Yeah. So I did it up until then, right?
The Godfather. I love mafia movies, but I've never seen any of them.
Hold up, you never seen any Godfathers?
I like how Kevin's like, Kevin, the guy who's never seen any of the Back to the Future movies, is like, wait a minute, Ryan.
But no, the reason I'm kind of, because like he said, he's so into mob movies.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought for sure he's seen at least one of them.
You know, honestly, it was years. I think, an adult when I first watched the Godfather trilogy. I didn't see them for a long time.
Yeah.
At least the whole way through, like uncut, not the TV versions.
Yeah.
For some reason, those never. I don't know. They never really appealed to me. Like, I always thought that they were going to be really, really long and convoluted and boring.
That's kind of what I think, yeah.
Because I knew that they were like really epic in scale. Like I knew that there was a lot of plot going on, a lot of characters, and it was just daunting. And I was like, I don't want to deal with that.
I don't want to learn all these names.
I'm not a huge mob movie kind of guy to begin with. I mean, it's okay, but I haven't seen all of the James Bond movies. A lot of the early ones. Most of the early ones I have not seen. Like, honestly, I am not into the James Bond movies. I've probably only seen maybe one of the Connery ones, 2 of the Brosnan ones, and then all of the Craig ones.
There's many movies I have seen, but there's also many movies I haven't seen.
Yeah,
well, that are popular.
Yeah, I think a lot of people could say that. Everybody has their list of shame, movies that they probably should have seen by now but haven't yet. Can't see everything. Slips through the cracks.
Right.
Kevin, I take it you're pretty excited for Spectre?
I'm pretty excited. I just want to go to the goddamn movies.
I'll be seeing Spectre. 148 minutes on that one. Ooh.
Oh, I don't know how my excitement just dropped a little bit. That seems like a lot of Bond.
It's a lot of Bond. I bet it goes.
It's a lot of time to spend at a movie theater. I don't know if my attention span is that long.
It is. Your attention span is a lot longer than you give it credit. You can sit there and watch like football or soccer for like 10 hours.
Yeah.
As long as everyone's just running around.
I can watch Weng Weng for 10 hours.
Got that real motion on it.
You got that. If Spectre was presented in true motion on a TV, then it'd be all about it.
You're goddamn bro.
Gotta have that true motion.
Oh
God. You know, I know we're getting off topic here, but the true motion thing, Ryan, I don't understand. Somebody who is into somebody who's as into like picture clarity and quality as you, and you know, tweaks the picture, make sure that it's perfect. Like, turn that shit off. Like, that's not how it's meant to be seen.
What? I don't even see that anymore. I'm so used to it. I can't see it.
I just...
He should be like, he's watching things on a different level than us.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I mean, sports, that's fine. Like, sports, I totally get. Video games, I can get that too. But movies and TV shows look like soap operas, and movies look like cheap TV shows. That's what
they do look like soap operas a lot.
It's just terrible. All right. Enough of that.
Oh, God.
I'm excited for Spectre. I'll be seeing that. Hopefully, Kevin, you'll be seeing it too. We can review it on the show this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to see Christoph Waltz back as a bad guy. I think that's going to be cool. I like the idea of the girl from Blue is the Warmest Color being the Bond girl. That's cool. Yeah, I'm on board. I'm not like over the moon for this one like a lot of people are, but
what I want is, well, like I said before, I just want to go to the movies. Number two, I just want to see some great stunts.
Yeah, and I think
good stunts. That's all I want. Give me some stunts.
I think we'll definitely.
I'm not really into the whole Bond character.
Just watch Weng Weng jump at a window.
Oh, yeah, those are some major stunts there.
I got my Weng Weng fill.
And this will be the last one that Daniel Craig's doing as Bond, so it'll be his last one. I don't know if Sam Mendes is planning on doing any more after this. My guess would be no. I think he'll probably be done.
Which is good.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually that he came back for this one, honestly, but my guess is that due to the success of Skyfall, they probably gave him a bajillion dollars to do it.
Probably legitimately a bajillion dollars.
Which I'm totally cool with as long as it's good. So, all right, Ryan. Any final thoughts on Spectre, Weng Weng, any of that?
Funny. This is my final thought. Funny.
Okay, there you have it. Funny.
Plot holes.
Plot holes and funny.
Were the plot holes funny?
No, actually, they made me real angry.
Just imagining Ryan just fluctuating between being really, really angry and laughing at the same time. Just back and forth constantly.
Yeah, I like to picture that in my head. All right, I think that's going to do it for the week. Thank you so much for listening. You can send us your questions and topics to podcast@filmpulse.net. Follow us on Twitter, @FilmPulseNet, @FilmPulseKevin, and @MyLegsDon'tWork. And please take a minute to look at our Patreon page, patreon.com/FilmPulse, and consider helping us out by becoming a subscriber. We appreciate that so very much. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson. We'll see you next week.
See you later.